So we finally get to see how the group CInder Fall she is leader of was formed, because we see her how she first tracks down Emerald and manages to make her join her cause. We also get to see how she made Mercury Black join her cause, and we find out something really interesting about Mercury Black. One, he has prosthetic legs, which explains why he can shoot. That is a really interesting thing. And also, he is son of Marcus Black, an assassin. I'm not entirely sure how good Marcus Black is. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure he must be really good for CInder Fall to even consider him. Another thing we learn is how Emerald's power works, or I think it works. I think she can hide her, shall we say, what's it called, her presence from one person by projecting that what she is seeing is a little girl that is hurt, like that example, which she actually uses on Amber, and that must mean it's really powerful to be able to fool a maiden of a season. And yes, we get to see how strong Amber is. She is really, really freaking powerful, man. Freaking powerful. That is insane. And we also find out how her power was stolen, which seems to be the ability that Cinderfall has. And I wonder, does it has any other purpose than what I can see? Basically, it drains the life of the person she uses it on and takes all their power into her. So it's a really nasty ability, but it's also quite useful if you can use it on the right person, like Amber. However, she was not, let's say, like the Cinderfall didn't get all the powers of Amber. She only got a portion of it, as far as I can see, because she says in this episode that she was interrupted by this huntsman, which is Uncle Crow. Which means Uncle Crow, he must know who they are. So why didn't he, when he saw Mercury Black in the arena, report them? I wonder, why didn't he do that? Because he must recognize them, unless, of course, there's like illusion around all of the girls, Cinder Fall, Emerald, and Mercury Black, that is targeted towards him. Only him. Crow. That's the only explanation I can have for that. Because how else wouldn't he recognize them? Then again, she has grown up a bit. Or did she? I'm actually not sure if they grew up a bit, or if they was like that, and it's just because the power that Cinderfall got. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure. However, we also find out what the leader of the White Fang, at least I think he is the leader, is called. He's also the guy that works together with Blake in the past, where we see the train, where they introduced Blake to us in the RWBY trailers. He is called Adam, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we are gonna get from him, because that's gonna be interesting. However, Emerald's power explains how how people, or let's say like this, how Yang could perceive that Mercury Black was attacking her, while the other people was perceiving that he actually didn't attack her. So yeah, interesting, really interesting. I just wonder. Emerald says that it's a bit stretched to, should say, project it into two minds. Does that mean she also projected it into what she called the guy Mercury Black's mind? I'm pretty sure she must have done, because else he wouldn't know when Yang hit her and then play this, shall we say, play this charade or facade or whatever we would call it. However, there would have, of course, been one issue with their plan, and that was when he was taken to a doctor, because then they saw he had prosthetic legs, so he was just playing. However, thanks to Waifu-chan, oh man, I forgot her name. I forgot her real name. They actually managed to get him to an ambulance, or quote unquote ambulance. What they actually did was basically get him away so it wouldn't be discovered that he had prosthetic legs. And now that we are talking about Waifu-chan, how did CInder Fall recruit her? I really want to know more about Waifu-chan. I really want to know more about her. Because apparently it seems like she can change appearance at will. But is that her only power? Is that? If that's, then it's kind of a shitty power in a way, but it's also good power, but seen from a huntress's way, it's kind of a shitty power. Now the question is, how are they gonna prove that Yang didn't attack? Is Yang even able to convince her teammates? Because, yeah, it doesn't look very well. It doesn't look very well for them. So, until the next episode, which I really pray it's gonna be next week and not like this time where it was 2 weeks. Of course, I can understand it because of Christmas and New Year and all that jazz, but still, I really wish they would bring it out like consistent, so I don't have to sit like, oh, is there come one out? Oh, they didn't even bother informing me that it didn't come out, so I basically wasted some time. But with that said, have a good day, good night, wherever you are, and I will see you later, guys, after I've read the RWBY manga, chapter 2. Cheers.